Welcome to Digitiser's...
I don't think your hat is popped up at the top.
What?
Your hat's like concave on the top.
What do you mean?
It's popped up. I think it should be pushed down in the middle, I think. I think your hat, see, it's bulbing up at the top.
It's bulbing?
It's all puffed up.
What's going on?
We need
Just
to
leave
push
the hat be.
We need to push the hat down in the middle. A bit more at the front as well. That's better. That's a little bit.
Okay, leave the hat
Okay,
be.
all right.
I'm self-conscious about it as it is.
Oh, why are you wearing it then?
I thought it would make me look kind of more mysterious.
Oh yeah,
and
it
like
does.
a scholar.
But it is still a little bit, needs a bit more push. It needs a little bit more pushing
I'm trying
down.
to do the intro. Welcome to Digitiser's Great British Days Out. We're in the county as... Now I'm thrown off.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, all right, wait.
No, stop going on about the hat.
Okay, just stop for a second. Let's just push the hat a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Welcome to Digitiser's Great British Days Out. We're here in the county of Oxfordshire, sandwiched between the Chilterns and the Cotswolds, where we're going to go on a grand voyage of some of its more interesting and bizarre places. You got any questions?
I think there's some cat fur on your hat.
No, not about the hat. Have you got any questions that aren't about the hat? I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it anymore.
Looks
I feel
good.
No, you've drawn too much attention to it.
You look mysterious. You look like
No, you've drawn too much attention to it, and I'm not wearing it.
you
I'm
look
not
like
even
a ranger or a cowboy or something. What happened to the coat?
There's a stuff on it. What do you mean?
What's going on with the coat today? Where is it been?
What is all that? This is off to a very bad start. It's conkers as well. Look, why are there conkers here? It's not conker season yet. Join us. Join us? Are you joining us? Henley-upon-Thames is renowned for many things, the Henley Regatta being one of London's poshest bits. But once upon a time, Henley was very different and was home to a very eccentric resident, a lady. A drainage culvert next to a busy thoroughfare may seem like a strange location for the final resting place of a notable resident, but that is indeed what has brought us here today. Here, in the shadow of this big tree, we find the grave of Jimmy, a tiny marmoset who died on August the 16th, 1937. Jimmy had been the pet of a local eccentric woman who was reported to have carried Jimmy around with her on her shoulder wherever she went. She was so fond of her pet that she wanted Henley to have a permanent memorial to his tiny memory.
Jimmy, a tiny marmoset, August 16th, 1937. There isn't enough darkness in the world to quench the light of one small candle.
So we had a special friend join us today who wanted to pay his respects to Jimmy.
Wow.
As he believes they might be long-lost relatives and that Jimmy might be his great-great-great uncle.
Really?
I am, of course, talking about our old friend Stevens the monkey.
Stevens,
Yeah,
hello.
you wanted to... Oh, you're upset, Stevens. Oh, there's so many people here saying
I've upset
There's
Stevens.
so many cars, and I'm sat next to a monkey's grave with a stuffed monkey. There's so many people. This is why did I think this was a good idea? I'm next to a monkey's grave with a monkey in my hand.
Well, that makes it better, because they'll understand why you've brought the monkey to the monkey's grave.
So, what do you know about Jimmy, Stevens? You know you want to piss on his grave. No, have some respect.
Stevens!
Unbelievable.
He's usually better behaved than that, isn't he?
He's not really. I caught him. He made a giant roll up the other day.
Out of what?
Out of what? Out of some A3 paper, and I caught him trying to light it.
An
Nearly
A3
burnt the house
roll
down.
up. What did he put? What did he put inside
Banana
it?
skins, dried.
He's smoking Stevens, you've been smoking banana skins?
Yes, he says.
They're bad for your lungs.
What's that? You don't care? You wish you were dead like Jimmy? That's not...
That's really sad. Stevens, do you need to speak to someone? Have you been holding in all your emotions and bottling them up?
He says no. I'd like to finish this bit because everyone is looking as they drive past.
But they're driving, they're not walking past. They're long gone in our pasts.
Our next stop on our grand voyage of Oxfordshire is here, the parish of Wheatley, where we find a very strange jail. Oh, it's so busy everywhere.
I know.
I mean, 200 years ago,
Yeah.
it would have been quiet here.
It would have been just like loads of clopping sounds from horses going by.
The bus.
I don't know if we're going to get a reprieve from the noise.
Okay,
Right.
we're going to go now.
Yeah, go. We're rolling still.
Prior to the formation of a national police force, parishes like Wheatley would have their own constable. So busy. There's a bloke coming now. Here in Wheatley, Oxfordshire's noisiest village. Once upon a time there was no local police force, but instead the parish had its own constable. And it was the constable's job to keep law and order. Even though Wheatley itself is actually quite small, it did at one time have 10 pubs and had quite the reputation for having a drink problem, which is what spider's web. I can see it.
You can't really see it. I mean, I thought you meant this one, which would have been understandable. No, you meant this one.
There's a web there, here.
Right, yeah.
I'll go over here now. Going over here now.
Okay. Now all the cars have stopped.
Yes. There's a million children. Once in every while, a magistrate would come along, would set up court temporarily every few months in villages such as Wheatley. However, for the smaller crimes, such as drunken behaviour, disorderly conduct, the local magistrate would put people in here. Some who were put in the Wheatley lockup were also put in stocks. Two buses, double-decker bus. Why does the countryside need a double-decker bus? As you can see, the dimensions of the pyramid 10 hands high. Purportedly, it was pitch black inside the lockup. And to experience the conditions that prisoners would have to suffer, every year on May Day, local residents can spend 5 minutes in here for a laugh. Boy having a wee, literally to my right.
I can't hear you.
There's a boy having a wee.
Boy having a wee.
It's like this is a nightmare.
Oh no. We can't see it on camera.
No. Literally, this is a nightmare. I turn, right, to read the information pack, and there's a mother pulls down her son's... Why are you moving away from me?
Because you were very close, and then you say to me, "You're too close. You're too close to me." That's what you said to me last time I was that close. Without moving
it was
away.
like up here. He's finished now. Unbelievable. It's like you can't... How are you meant to make a kind of proper documentary when there's buses everywhere and kids pissing all over the place? How is anyone meant to do that? Literally, I turned and there's a boy with his ding-dong out. Right, let's go and have a look at the information. It's quiet now that I've finished. I mean, I've looked at the thing, all it says this was built in 1834 and it's grade 2 listed. That's it, as far as information goes. I know that he's dated back to the 1500s, we read that on Wikipedia earlier. I'm going to walk round the back. Why don't you film me coming out the other side to see how long it takes me?
Okay.
I'm going now.
All right.
Not very long. That's it. I'm done here.
Okay.
This place is a horror. This is a horror show.
It's not a horror show.
This is a horror show. It's a little prison. It's a funny little prison here in Oxfordshire.
Oh, that's not. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's not. No one can probably hear it because this is like the noisiest place on earth.
To say it's not what I expected it to be.
What did you expect it to be?
I thought it was going to be like a little golden kind of metal frame.
Golden?
Yeah, golden
to put a prisoner in a golden pyramid.
I thought it would be like a golden pyramid cage. You know, like the kind that people put on their heads.
Why are you moving? What's going on? Why are you moving around?
I can't see you because of the sun. You know, like the kind that people put on their heads.
Well, that's not a prison, is it? That's like some weird power conduit thing from some weird religion.
Exactly, but if you make it big, well, religion, some people, not everyone, some people do view religion as a kind of prison, an intellectual,
that's
emotional,
not really what we're here to talk about.
Moral
we're here to talk
prison.
about.
But
okay, you're worse than the traffic.
But no, I'm just saying.
You're literally worse than the traffic.
I'm just saying. Now I've lost my thread.
The next stop on our voyage through Oxfordshire's strangest places is here in Headington. Ordinary looking street, I'm sure you'll agree. However, there's one thing that marks it out as slightly different. Remember when I said I'll point and you'll pan up?
Oh yeah.
The Shark was built in 1986 by Bill Hine, the original owner of the house, which is now an Airbnb. It was meant as a protest against the bombing of Libya. And so it's a little wonder then that the local city council wanted it torn down, saying that it spoiled the beauty of this street. So what do you think about the Shark as a statement against war?
I think it's really fitting and, quite touching.
Touching how?
Like, to think someone would care so much that they would break their roof.
Do you think this shark here was the inspiration for the film Sharknado?
Possibly.
Our grand voyage through Oxfordshire brings us here to Wolvercote Cemetery in Oxford itself, the final resting place of one of Oxford's most famous sons. Do you want a couple of clues, Sanya, as to whose grave we've come to see? I'll give you a couple of clues.
Okay.
I'm Orkin here.
Christopher Walken.
No. Are you Tolkien to me?
Al Pacino. Or Robert De Niro.
Grrr. Grrr.
The Cowardly Lion.
No, ridiculous.
From The Wizard of Oz.
No, be respectful. I actually saw over there, I saw two people in black laying on a grave.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, they're actual mourners here. And a gardener who's not going to like us being here.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
then.
well, no, let's not get out of here. Let's film the thing and then get out of here.
Okay.
Don't know where it is.
This is the map.
Like Tolkien grave there.
Right, where are we?
Here, chapel, I'm assuming.
So we have to go
that way.
Is there a path that goes to the Tolkien grave?
Yes.
Does anybody here know how to read maps?
No, okay, look, I can read the map, it's there.
All right, so you're confident you can get us there?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
This is like a quest through Middle Earth.
It is. There was a lot of walking in The Hobbit.
In case you haven't guessed, we're visiting J.R.R. Tolkien's grave.
Yes.
It's also the grave, I think, of his wife.
Oh no.
Buried together.
That's romantic.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that romantic?
Yes.
Or just gross?
Why? When your body decomposes and turns into
oh, when you
back
rotting all
into
over me.
soil,
Are you rotting
your
on
soil, me? As soil, the soil melds together as one soil. You
What are you
become
talking
part
about?
of the earth as one being, or as like lots of little bits of being.
Okay, voice lower.
I'm trying.
Mourners.
Okay, let's get out of here. This is making me nervous.
Okay.
I don't know what we are meant to do.
What do you mean? We go and look at the grave, point at it and get out.
Oh, but if someone sees us?
What, pointing at a grave? It's not the end of the world, is it? I'll say, great filming.
I was too busy trying to pay attention if anyone was filming us. You're his son?
Yeah, Tolkien's son.
Wait, when did he die?
I don't know.
If it was like 200 years ago.
It wasn't 200 years ago. He wrote The Hobbit in the 1930s and Lord of the Rings in like the 50s.
I thought it was like...
It took him like 20 years to write Lord of the Rings. It's not even that good.
I thought...
It's boring. So here's Sanya at what she believed was J.R.R. Tolkien's grave.
My brain isn't working that well today.
I need a photo with the grave, she said. Here.
Are you taking a photo?
Do you think the arrow is?
To his ghost. Right, so it looks like there's someone already there.
Okay, keep your voice down in a graveyard.
That was me keeping my voice down.
Yes, he's probably a nerd. He's got a bit of paper.
Oh,
He's got facts on it.
Wait, do you have facts? Did you bring facts?
Okay, the printer wasn't working this morning. I was going to ask you to sort out the printer because you know how it works. However, if you remember, we left an hour later than I said I wanted to leave because you couldn't decide what to wear today.
I was overwhelmed.
So I didn't get to print my facts out. They're on my phone. But, surprise, that's what we're recording on. I can't get my facts.
I thought you messaged them to me.
Yes, I haven't got your phone.
I've got it. Anyway.
There's not many facts. J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings, is buried over there.
No, but facts about... Have you read Lord of the Rings?
No, it's boring. I tried.
He's only Tolkien.
I did that joke.
Joking.
I did that joke, and you, when you did it, got it wrong. What do you mean, what is that?
Goodness,
do you want me to tell you what that is? It's not a grave, it's a watering can holder. Again, not a grave.
Oh, are you sure? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
So, just to recap there, everyone, Sanya pointed at this watering can holder and said, look at that cool grave.
I'm dehydrated today, and my ADHD is really bad because I felt overwhelmed and stressed this morning. I don't know where to walk. Where is it safe to walk?
Not on the graves.
Okay, but
when
how
it's
do I
safe
know,
to walk on the graves, you're not going to be grabbed by a skeleton.
Do you know?
Graveyard, respectful, Tolkien.
This isn't Tolkien?
Yes, it is.
It says Edith. Oh, yes, and John Ronald Royal.
God. Remember I said he was buried with his wife and you said that was romantic?
It is really disrespectful.
What we're doing, yes.
No, if I start singing And You'll Never Be a Royal to his grave,
don't do it
that's
now.
really bad.
Yes.
I'm really ashamed of myself.
Would also be disrespectful if I stole some of this money.
What the? Oh, there's rings on there.
Yeah, well, of course there are.
Why is there money on here? Oh, there's a bracelet.
Magical.
There's
a
pen.
There's a pen, there's a pencil this side. Do you know why?
Why? To help him write?
No, okay, you filmed
Hang
that
on, wait.
Film me now. You filmed it enough.
There's a horseshoe.
No, stop making this all about Tolkien and film me.
This is really...
He formed a group in Oxford of fellow writers called the Inklings.
Right.
So, pens.
Right, that's a good joke.
Yeah, pens, Inklings.
And that's why people leave pencils. They don't have ink. I mean, they could have got a nicer pen. Do you know what?
I feel like I should leave something.
I feel like I should leave something. I've only got my phone on me.
I've been through my wallet. I mean, I have got like 60 quid in here in cash, but I'm not leaving that.
No.
I've got my...
Your vaccination confirmation?
Would that be all right?
I'm not sure.
What would be appropriate? Costco card?
It's got your name on it. Why don't you just give him some coins?
I haven't got any coins. I've only got notes. Do you know what? It doesn't really matter, does it? Also, you're standing on someone's grave.
No! Sorry.
I could leave my wedding ring. That would be appropriate, wouldn't it?
Paul, I'm not even going to laugh at that. I'm not laughing at that. I'll leave my wedding ring. How about that?
We did like Rings of Power on Amazon. So we don't need to leave money. We don't need to leave money. You're on that grave again.
Oh, no.
You're literally walking on that grave again.
No, I'm between the graves.
You weren't then. You put your foot right on it. We do pay an Amazon Prime subscription. So that's basically the same as leaving money on his grave.
Yeah.
We've got Amazon Prime. Don't need to leave anything.
This is way better cemetery than the one in Central Harrow, which I walked
Did you
through
just touch
the
my
other
bum? That's J.R.R. Tolkien's grave. You literally just put your hand on my bum at Tolkien's
The God
grave.
was looking at us. We
Let's
better get out of here. We'll
Yes.
get out of here.
No.
Anyway, I was going to say,
Okay.
we walked through the graveyard in Central Harrow, and the graves are sinking into the ground. And I actually got scared walking through there because I thought, what if a spirit attaches itself to you just because it wants to get out of that graveyard because it wasn't very well maintained. At least this one's really beautiful. The guy's looking at us. Let's get out.
Get
Okay.
the hell
All right.
out
Bye.
of here.
Bye. Say bye.
If anyone's wondering why we're all out of continuity, I'm wearing a different shirt and different jeans, it's because this is filmed on a different day. Also, this morning, we're dropping a video, my trousers split. So I had to go and buy some
jeans.
I had to go and buy these from Sainsbury's, new trousers. That was what I was walking around with yesterday. That's the back of my jeans. Look at that, all day yesterday.
I didn't notice it yet. Well, you had the long coat on yesterday, so it was all right.
If you see me in my other jeans in any of the shots, bear in mind that my arse is hanging out.
We didn't know, did we?
We didn't know, because I had the
It might
long
not
coat.
have happened yesterday.
How would it have happened in the night?
No, it could have happened this morning.
What do you mean this morning?
When you put them on, maybe you pulled them too hard and...
No, I didn't. I know how to put on jeans. I pulled them by like gripping the buttocks apart.
Oh, show us.
Like that.
You could have. Okay, that's...
We're here at the Holy Trinity Churchyard in Headington, where we are finding yet another mysterious Oxfordshire grave. Okay.
What are we going to do? I don't think we should be.
No, I don't think so either. We'll go and film it.
Okay, go for this.
We'll film it, and then we'll do a lot of disrespectful stuff outside.
No, we shouldn't be doing disrespectful. What disrespectful stuff have you got planned? We can't be disrespectful. I woke up at 3 a.m. last night with nightmares. I had two nightmares last night. One was about zombies and one was about time travellers. But unrelated to that, they woke me up and then I couldn't get back to sleep. And then I had really bad anxiety about how we were filming J.R.R. Tolkien's grave. And I thought...
J.R.R. tokens.
Isn't
J.R.R. Tolkien is generally how it is.
Oh, when I was growing up, everyone called him J.R.R. Tolkien. They did. I'm not making this up. Anyway, I genuinely felt anxious and worried because I thought, what if we've done something wrong?
What, by...
I mean, I can't think of anything that we did that was like
children coming.
disrespectful.
Filming them is wrong.
Okay, we're going to have to turn off for a second. Okay.
They're being very loud, so they're not being respectful, are they?
No, but they're younger than us, so they're allowed.
With their mother.
It's more understandable. I mean, talking's not bad.
Okay, well look, I have got some disrespectful things to say about... We're here to say,
Okay, like the one disrespectful thing that we said yesterday was that we weren't the biggest fans of J.R.R.
It's not
Tolkien's
that
work.
disrespectful, that's honesty.
But that's just like doing a review.
we said we like Rings of Power.
We do like Rings of Power.
What I will say is the grave that we're about to visit, I am a fan of his work. I loved his books growing up. This is CS Lewis. I hadn't realised about all the Christian symbolism in them. I just thought it was about a lion, a witch and a wardrobe.
Right.
And all of that.
So, you know, he was good at metaphor. Master of metaphor, C.S. Lewis.
Can I just get my disrespect out of the way? Because I was going to say, do you know what his name stands for? CS.
Well, I know what you said in the car.
What?
Cheap Show Lewis.
I had a worse one than that.
Okay.
Chuff smell. Okay, we're not in the graveyard yet, so we can be disrespectful.
We need to balance out this disrespect by being disrespectful about ourselves.
His real name is Clive Staples Lewis. Staples.
Is it?
Yeah.
His middle name's Steve.
Oh, I blew it off.
Did you?
Shall we let's film it and get out of here.
Okay,
I've
start.
already farted.
I mean,
we're not gonna.
God no. You can't laugh.
I didn't mean to. I bet he farted all the time.
All the time. Why? Do authors
human-
fart a lot?
No, but people do. And
Yeah,
I
but
bet
all the time-
C.S. Lewis farted
Why
as
are
much
we
as everyone.
laughing?
We're not laughing at him. We're laughing.
We're
with
not
him.
laughing with him.
We're laughing at.
Unless he's in spirit form.
About
Did he have a sense of humour? He wrote a book of metaphor.
Christians.
Yeah, how much of a sense of humour can he have? Also, one of my daughters has a theory that all the guys that go on Love Island look like Mr. Tumnus.
Okay.
There aren't any signs pointing to us where the grave is, so we either have to go through every single grave, or
Okay. Do you want to know a fact? Do you want to know a fact about C.S. Lewis?
yes, please.
His nickname. This is not a joke. His nickname was Jaxie.
Oh, that's a cool nickname.
You know what Jaxie means?
No, what?
Bumhole.
Oh no. This is
true.
not good for the situation.
I didn't give him the nickname.
Okay, you're not meant to be. We're
He
meant to
gave the nickname to himself after he had a dog called Jaxie, or Bumhole, and he.
This isn't good. I'm going to be up at 3 a.m. again now with nightmares.
And he was so obsessed with the dog that he insisted after the dog died when he was 6. Bumhole died when he was 6, and he insisted that everyone call him Jaxie.
This is a true story.
This is a true story.
He didn't know that that's what it meant.
And in later life, he shortened it to Jack.
That's better. Maybe someone told him.
Jack off.
Please.
Apparently, there are arrows to it.
There are arrows. Are we in the right place?
I hope so.
Okay.
Otherwise, we've defiled another churchyard for nothing.
We haven't defiled.
What?
Oh, there's a note. How do I know where to walk?
Well, don't walk on the graves.
How
It's
do
simple.
how do you know where to walk?
See a headstone? In front of that is a grave. They've put money on it again.
Oh. Like paying him for his
Why do
books?
they put money on authors' graves? Why do they put money on authors' graves?
They're paying for his books.
Well, I have bought his book. I bought Lion the Witch of the Wardrobe and like a silver something. Bought that book club at school. So
Oh, well done.
there's no mention on his gravestone of his books. It says just born in Belfast. Okay, you can film that afterwards.
Oh.
It just says.
I
that
thought
he
you'd
was born-
finished talking, that's
No,
why.
he was born in Belfast. I've never finished talking.
I know.
Shh, have some respect.
Sorry.
There's also no mention on there of Jaxie. That was his nickname.
Do you want a nickname?
Is that a joke?
No. Would you like a nickname?
It was Mr. Biffo, isn't it? That
That's your
isn't my
work
real
name.
Okay, well, maybe.
You don't like me calling you Mr. Biffo. You hate it. You always complain. So how about we think of a new nickname for you? Biff.
No, I
That's
don't want
that's
one.
Biff. He's not a nice character in Back to the Future.
Yes, yeah, best character.
What about we call you Roger?
Oh, what?
Rog.
Okay, this isn't the time or place. We're meant to be having quiet reflection. We're literally at C.S. Lewis's grave, which
He's
again,
inspired us. He inspired us to talk about nicknames.
which I would say as well.
Something's on me.
Oh my God, there's a wasp on you.
There was a wasp on me. I think it bit me. The wasp bit
Right.
me. Oh my God.
Did it get you?
It bit me. It didn't sting me.
Do you mean it bit you? They
I
don't
felt
bite.
it bite. Yes.
They don't do that. They sting.
This one did.
Wasps don't go around biting people.
Well, it
That's
didn't sting, but it did feel like it was nibbling.
not- Wasps don't nibble. They've got like a.
Oh, he was doing that
They've got like a nozzle.
Proboscis.
I think.
That's what it was doing. This is not respectful topic of conversation.
Okay, maybe we weren't before, and Jaxie sent a wasp to bite you. Anyway, is that what they do?
The Catholics. This is a Catholic church.
Look how many snails have gone over his grave. All the snails have gone over his grave.
I don't know if it's visible on camera.
Well, there's a lot of snail trails there. I have to say, both J.R.R. Tolkien and Jaxie Graves are a little bit more ordinary than I expected.
You wanted you wanted them to be filled with pomp and circumstance.
Turpentine, pomp and turpentine.
Circumstance.
Yeah, well, no, I expected that. I'm glad that they're just ordinary. I'm glad that that there's no showing off on his gravestone, going like, oh, I sold this many books. Because I want that on my gravestone. I want, Mr. Biffo, 16,000 YouTube subscribers.
Rog.
No, okay, I'm going if you're going to start with that. I don't like that name.
Okay, we'll pick a different one.
I don't want one, I've got one.
What was your favourite dog's name?
Butch.
We'll call you Butch. Butch Rose.
Okay. We going?
Yeah, let's go Butch.
So you're still inside the graveyard and I'm outside. I can be as disrespectful as I like and you can't while you're trapped in there. If I close this, trap you in, you've got to stay being respectful and I can say what I like.
I'm always respectful.
And you can't do that.
I wouldn't, because I'm a naturally respectful person. Half-hearted. Didn't commit. This final stop on our grand voyage of Oxfordshire brings us to this hill, but it's not any hill, it's one of two hills, the Wittenham Clumps as they're known locally. They're also officially known as the Snowdon Hills. The clumps actually refer to the clumps of trees on the top. However, the reason we've come here is because the clumps have other names due to their unique geological what's the word I'm looking for? I mean,
geological structure. Some people call them the Berkshire Bubs. Bubs being an old medieval term for bosoms.
oh,
Some people call them Mother Dunch's buttocks due to the fact that they form the shape of a buttock.
who's Mother Dunch?
Mother Dunch, she was actually Oliver Cromwell's aunt. You didn't think I'd know the answer to that, did you? But I do. She was Oliver Cromwell's aunt and a local noblewoman.
That's impressive.
It is impressive. However, the Snowdon Hills, some also think that Snowdon derives from the Latin word sinus, which actually means bosoms.
Oh,
So
Edward Snowden is Edward Bosoms.
why are you mentioning Edward Snowden? What's he got to do with anything?
Snowden.
I've taken off the coat because climbing up the bosom is probably going to kill me anyway. So I thought I'd capture my final moments using this GoPro and harness. And I've removed the coat finally. I am unfortunately still wearing long trousers, sensible boots, and a long shirt. I didn't bring shorts or a t-shirt with me, so
Ready for hiking.
let's go.
Do you have water with you?
Nope,
Do you have a map?
it's just there. It's like there.
Oh, okay. I've
Do I
got
need a map? Look, it's there.
I have water. Oh yes.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Push gate.
On the left is Clump 1, on the right is Clump 2. And looks like we're taking the easy route. We're not going up the super steep one.
So in 2007, the band Radiohead, local band, did a performance of the song Faust Arp on New Year's Eve on this clump.
Nice. How amazing. Oh my goodness, you know dandelion clocks? When they say like if you you blow on them and then you make a wish. Imagine how big your wish would be with one of these. Oh, 3 bees. The Clump Summit. How amazing. That's the second clump. That wasn't as steep as you made it seem like it was going to be.
Well, I read that it was steep.
I was expecting like a climb up Mount Snowdon or something.
It's just a clump. Look how far down the car park is. It actually does seem higher than once you're up here.
Yeah. What a view.
Oh, it's fenced off.
It's fenced.
It's literally fenced off. I'm not joking. Look,
What? Oh yeah, you're right.
there's a wire fence.
What's in the middle of it? Maybe there might be creatures living in there that we want to keep.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason there's a fence on top of the clump. Why is there a fence on top of the clump? Why can't you? Maybe because the clumps are protected, because they're a landmark.
Yes.
People wander through the clumps, they could destroy the
They might
clumps.
flatten them too much in the middle. And it's okay if they flatten the edges because it makes them steeper, but if they flatten the middle bit, like your hat that was bulbous earlier, if they flatten the middle bit, then it's not quite the same.
It's a flatty. I want to go home.
Okay.
We've been doing this 2 days.
All right.
I've driven a lot.
Yes.
I had a meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, great. Now look, there's the way to accentuate my moobs.
Woo.
Accentuate.
Well, it's only fitting on the clumps. You're in the right
Look.
place for it.
It's like wearing a training bra. It's better. Cover my nips. I hope you've enjoyed this Great British Day out in Oxfordshire. Actually 2 days out for us. Why don't leave a comment below telling us where you'd like us to go next.
Yeah.
And why.
But we had good fun.
Huh?
That was fun, exploring.
What, yeah?
Finally exploring the UK a little bit.
Going so far away from home. We're so intrepid.
Well, just
venturing to deepest, darkest Oxfordshire.
just getting us out of the house is quite a feat.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, well, so from here on top of Berkshire's Bubs, also I know it's Oxfordshire, we must be on the border with Berkshire then, if these are the Berkshire Bubs. From
be.
the tip,
of
Mother Dunch's buttocks.
So you're going to say the tip of the tit.
Fine, the tip of the tits.
We're on the nipple of the clumps.
Yes, the Oxfordshire nips,
Mm-hmm.
the Oxfordshire areolas.
Yeah, that works.
That works. That does work. We bid thee farewell, and why not subscribe, like, tell people about us, sign up to our Patreon. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You get extra stuff, don't you, Sanya?
Yeah, you do.
Why do you seem all self-conscious about trying to get people to sign up to our Patreon?
I don't know what
It's
to
like
say.
literally our only income.
Also, my hand hurts.
Oh dear.
Oh, there we are.
Look, see, I should have been doing this all the time. Look at that.
No.
What's the matter?
Help. Oh my goodness, help.
Get out of here.